welcome to The Better Half, a show that features the wives and significant others of the Green Bay Packers. This is our last show of the season. Can you believe it, ladies?
It's bittersweet.
It is. We hope you all had a lovely Christmas, a wonderful Christmas. We're getting ready for the new year now. On this show today, we have appetizers. We're going to help you decorate the house for New Year's. If you're having people over, we have cocktails, the hottest holiday looks, some fun hairstyles. And joining me today for our last show, Monica Good is back. She just got married to Brett Good. We saw her wedding pictures a couple weeks ago. She has more pictures to share too. Heaven Daniels, Rosie Sierra, and Alyssa Graysick, who is engaged to Jeff Janis. It's going to be a big year for you coming up.
Yes, I'm excited for 2015 for sure.
Ooh, already counting down the days.
Oh, I got the countdown going on my phone, and I didn't check it today, so I don't know the exact date. But
okay, but it's there. You have a countdown on your phone.
A little app for it.
Oh, that's fantastic. So we thought what we would do today, and I know you've only been on the show one other time, so you're excused from this exercise,
I don't have a
Monica.
favorite memory yet.
A favorite memory from the Better Half this year. Alyssa, do you have one?
Oh my goodness. Every single time I come on here, it's so much fun, whether we're talking about fashion or food. I think probably my favorite one was probably my very first episode when I really got to tell everyone about Jeff and I. And kind of, because they don't really, nobody gets to know the guys that well other than on the football field, so it's fun to talk about him and our relationship together.
And he was okay with us doing that?
Oh yeah, he loved it. He loved everything about it.
Did your tree stay upright for the holidays?
It did. I still have it up.
Okay.
I'm going to leave it up for a little while.
You'll leave it up.
Me too.
All right, what about you, Rosie?
Of course, mine was when my son was on the show. Because
He made a lot of appearances this season.
Well, when he had on his Bumblebee costume, no one knew he didn't like chocolate. So on set, he said, "I don't like chocolate." And so it caught Amy off guard, but it was hilarious because it was completely unscripted. It was funny, and it was just priceless. So
that was at our Halloween episode.
Yeah, so it was the Halloween episode. So yeah, he just blurted it out.
Mine?
Yeah. Well,
Well, I don't have a single favorite memory. I enjoy you guys all the time. But I really did get into brat burgers when I thought it was phenomenal on a pretzel bun when Johnsonville came. I loved all the food this season. So
I mean, think about how long ago that was. It was warm outside.
I know.
We
were outside cooking. Yeah, we were sweating. We were sweating.
We were sweating.
Cooking outside. Like,
Yep. That was
But that was
fun.
really fun. Yeah,
There was a lot of good food. My favorite memory
I already know what it is. I know you're going to say it.
is when, you know, we did a lot of fitness segments this year and tried a lot of different classes. And Rosie went to a bar class, and when she was for, like, you know, a bar, like ballet, and she said, I can't even say it. She was trying to describe the pole dancing that she did, and it was just funny. You had no idea. And pole dancing, there is a fitness
Yeah, you
class
can
out
definitely
there.
do pole dancing for a workout.
They use
We,
a pole
however,
in
did
bar
not do
class.
that.
They use a pole in bar class, right? So
Well, yeah.
In
but
the
it's
moment that she said it, it was just hilarious.
Maybe these two could go together.
linear. Thank you. See?
Yes. It was
We needed Monica here that day, because in the moment we were dying, laughing.
Yes.
So
I had
funny.
no
I got you, Rosie.
support system. They just had me.
Sorry.
It looked like a pole, felt like a pole. I called it a pole. So,
Anyway, that was super fun.
man.
Yeah, we did a lot of stuff.
We
It's
did.
been a busy, busy season. And you recently helped out. Was it the both of you that helped out at a...
I'm actually on the board for it. It's something I thought of 3 years ago. I was like, why don't we do something with the community to feed the shelter? So we do that, but we also open it up for the community.
So what did you do?
What we did is I pick the recipes every year. This year we did spaghettis with meatballs and really thick Texas-style toast. So we did it all from scratch. We cut the loaves up, we breaded the loaves, we boiled the butter, we seasoned it. We did everything the way we would do it at home. We made salad, different type of sides, so they could pick what they want on their salads. And yeah, it was awesome. We have tons of desserts.
And you got a lot of help, it looks like?
Yes, we did. All these ladies
That's not even
volunteered.
everyone.
Yeah, it wasn't even all of
And there
them.
was 2 groups, right? Because we had
Yeah,
people that went and
we had people
prepped,
that-
and then people who came and cooked and served.
We give people an option because some people have busy schedules. So some people prep, like she said, some people served, and we fed over 200 and I think 30 people.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was awesome.
How's that feel?
It felt good because you see people all ages, and especially close to home. Like my son, and you just feed people. It just reminds you at home when you're feeding your family for the holidays. That's how it felt for me and they even said thank you for the healthy meal. they was like, we don't get many healthy meals, so it meant a lot for me.
Yeah, and it didn't look like you had trouble finding people to help out.
No, there was a lot of people, and I was going to say it was actually kind of fun because there's a lot of familiar faces there. So to see the people year to year, just they're always so appreciative. I think that's always really fun. And then obviously being around your girlfriends and giving back is a good time.
Yeah, you know, in the open of the show, we talk family, food, fashion, fun, but we do some serious stuff too, and like to share how you all help out in the community through the Packer Women's Association and on your own too. But you also do have a lot of fun, and you have birthdays to celebrate.
Oh yeah.
Who here had a birthday?
It was me.
We don't have to say what number it was. Yeah, and took everybody out, and we have some pictures to share.
Yeah, we went to Hinterland, and I said to Brad, I was like, well, so many girls are coming. I think there was like 15 of us. I said, I guess people really like me, so that felt good. But
do you feel that way because you're new, right?
And, yeah, I'm new. I can't spend it with Brett because he was playing, and then all these girls came. It meant a lot to me.
Yeah, it looks like you're all besties already.
Yeah, there's me and Alyssa. Oh, shoot, yeah. The lighting wasn't very good, so I was like, let's just do black and white.
There we go.
It was a lot of fun, and they had really good food. I know one thing that stood out to me was the shrimp and grits. I can't get over it. It was really phenomenal.
I think we all ordered appetizers for each other. We're like, this sounds good, so we had 6 of each thing down the table and just ate and ate. That's me blowing out my candles. And Heaven put that little collage together. And then Claudia, that's Julius Pepper's girlfriend. Who else was in there? Some of our friends, Casey, Clay Matthews, girlfriend, fiance. So
it was really fun.
It was fun.
I love it. Well, it sounds like you had a good time. You got to celebrate your birthday with your new friends.
Yes, it was really fun. We had a good time.
And so when you saw yourself, I wish you had been on camera though. You're like, oh shoot.
I look good.
Basically what she was saying, I look good.
Okay.
You do. We know what you meant. We know what you meant. Well, we are just getting the party started, and you can't have a party without some food, right? How about some easy appetizers? Johnsonville is back. They have perfect party appetizers, and we'll show you how it's done when the better half returns. If you're having guests over for the holidays, for your New Year's party, maybe you need to have something for them to nibble on, even right away. It just kind of gives them somewhere to gravitate towards, right? A cocktail, some cheese and crackers, but you're going to step it up a notch this time. Steve from Johnsonville is here with an easy appetizer. Involving summer sausage.
Definitely.
Welcome to the show. Welcome back to the show.
Yes, thank you for having me back. Summer sausage is one of those things that everyone just kind of has one idea for, right?
Well, you open it up and you slice it.
You
throw it out with some cheese and some crackers and just kind of let everyone do their own thing.
That's what we do.
Right. Well, you know, the great thing about summer sausage is it actually is a lot more versatile than people give it credit for. So,
we're listening.
So Johnsonville is really kind of the, the premier summer sausage. It's one of our original products, so it's just as original to the company as our brats are.
Why is it called summer sausage?
Well, it's kind of a long story, but I'll keep it short here. They used to make summer sausage in the summer to be consumed in the winter. So basically, the conditions were right for the way you make summer sausage and the whole process in the summer with the humidity in the air and things like that. So they would make it and it would hold all year to the winter. So
neat.
Yeah, all right, most people are like, why do we make it in the summer?
Historical facts on the better half.
Exactly. So. The other great thing about summer sausage that I talked about earlier is versatility. So you've got the cheese and crackers, but I know I use it in omelets. I use it as a pizza topping. Instead of pepperoni, I'll cut it really thin. Another thing people do that's great with it is they'll actually take a cheese grater and shred it as a salad topping.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I've never seen that before.
It's amazing. It's high protein, so it's great for an after-school snack for kids. But it's just got a ton of great points.
Grate it over a salad.
Yeah. Blows Bacos out of the water.
There you go.
just
do that instead. I like that.
Absolutely.
Okay. So what are we doing today?
Okay. So today we're doing this glazed summer sausage.
That's what it's going to look like.
That is what it's going to look like when it's done with it. So basically the glaze is honey, Dijon mustard, and brown sugar.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is
honey,
Dijon mustard, and brown sugar. It's super simple. We're going to mix all three together in a bowl.
Okay.
And that'll create our glaze.
That's you. How about if I dump you stir?
Sure.
Absolutely. So the honey might take a little while. But the great thing, and everybody loves, summer sausage during the holidays, but this salty kind of savory sweet combination.
It's a good combo.
Really is one of those, A
lot of people have that thing where they want something sweet and salty.
They do, and this delivers it all in one bite. Yeah. And you know, our summer sausage is one of those, it's one of the few left where we actually kind of take the old world way of making it. We use natural smoke.
Okay.
It's made actually in the same ovens that it was made in 1945, real brick ovens with grates on the bottom, and the smoke comes up through the grates.
Still made that way.
Still made that way, no shortcuts, and that's kind of what gives it that characteristic kind of flavor and tang.
Really
So,
cool. Okay, so once the glaze is, that's all you do?
Yep,
You just stir
that's
it together.
There's your glaze. And then what I'm going to do
good
here
job, Heaven. I'm going to
is
take this over to the side.
I've already started cutting a little bit, but I'm going to cut a few more slices here. And what we're doing is we're creating basically a summer sausage fan. And this fan is going to open up really nice after it gets
And what
baked.
are the wooden spoons
I was just
there?
looking at that. Wondering.
That is a fantastic tip. So when you're doing something like this and fanning a product, especially summer sausage, you put these 2 spoons on the side, and it stops the knife at the exact point that you're actually supposed to cut to. So you don't cut too far, and you know you have consistent slices throughout the entire summer sausage.
You learn something new every day, I'm telling you.
That's
My
brilliant.
slices are usually very uneven.
They're uneven, or right,
Yeah.
exactly. So this is
I originally thought you had it there to keep it from rolling off the counter.
no. This is to make sure we're consistent along the entire way. Cool. So
Brilliant. Okay,
So-
so we got it sliced.
we got it sliced. So the next step is here. We'll move it over. Next step is to take the
brush?
your
you go.
weapon of choice.
Okay, I'll do this.
And go ahead and just give it a
Am I
nice
going
glaze.
over the top, or
You're
do you
gonna go
want
over
it
the top. You can go
in
all the way over
there?
the top, and then you can pull apart some of the slices to make sure it gets
Get it in there.
You know.
It's kind
So
of
when-
crazy because it makes it look that much more appetizing already, just having a little
Yeah.
something, you know, doesn't
on
it?
it. Right.
Yeah, like you put some
it's
effort into
fancy,
it. I
yeah.
mean, you did put effort into
It's
it.
fancy
to make it.
appetizers.
This really does not take that long to do,
Yeah.
and people will just kind of, you know, they don't expect this from summer sausage, and that's the great thing.
You're having surprise.
Absolutely.
And then what do you do with it? Do you want me to go into every slice here,
Well,
or
you
does
don't,
it really
you don't
matter?
have to. No, it'll kind of naturally kind of work its
It
way
will.
down
Okay.
in as it
All right.
bakes and loosens
Let me get
up.
a few in on this side at least.
Make it even.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Right.
Voila.
There you go. So then what we'll do is we'll transfer it over to this little foil line
Here,
baking
my fingers
sheet.
are already
okay,
messy.
sure. Now, if you don't have a nice, cute, tiny one like that, you can use a regular one. No big deal.
Right.
And we're going to go ahead and bake it at 350.
We're all running out to buy a cute little tiny one now.
I know. It is convenient, right?
It's cute, yeah.
So
Goes into
we'll
the
go ahead,
oven?
Yep, it'll go into the oven for
Okay.
about 20 minutes on 350. After about 20 minutes, you're going to pull it back out and just give it another shot of glaze.
Oh, cool.
And then put it back in for another 20. And it kind of, it
Got
will really start to, it will fill up your house with this awesome,
Okay.
sweet, smoky smell. And
And
then
then-
afterwards, you're
There
left
it
with
is.
that.
How
How
would you
often
serve
do you
it?
have cooked-
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just say, how often do you have cooked summer sausage? I usually, just take it out of the refrigerator, so that's going to
Yeah.
be really good.
Summer sausage is really one of those things that if you cook it in any way, an omelet, on a breakfast sandwich, or anything like that, it completely changes the way it tastes.
Well, I'm excited. How's it?
It's really good
Yeah.
because it's that sweet and savory,
absolutely.
which I love.
Yeah.
And it smells good.
I'm not going to eat summer sausage any other way. Anyway.
That's great. That's what we like to hear.
Thank you so much. What are you making next time?
Next up, we have an ultimate party meatball,
Ooh.
and we have kind of a different spin on a meatball. It's a sausage ball,
Cannot wait for
but
that
it
one.
is sausage balls are actually the #1 searched recipe.
That's what I'm hearing.
during the
I
holidays.
know.
Have you ever had one?
I don't think I've ever had one.
They're
So I'm
fantastic.
excited.
You'll love it.
So stick around for that. Recipes are on johnsonville.com.
www.johnsonville.com.
And straight ahead, we're going to talk festive hair. Heaven comes to the show all the time with festive hair, but we're going to show you how to get that party look for the new year. That's ahead on The Better Half. It's time for some updos and some sparkle and some festiveness. We're talking hairstyles and makeup with the folks from Mint Salon in Green Bay, and Caroline Quinn is here to kind of show us how all these looks work.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a bunch of fun, spirited hairdos here. A little
Yes.
bit for everybody, something for everybody.
Do you get fancy with your hair too during the holidays?
I love the half up deal. It's just easier because, and I'm like Rosie. I only wash mine every 4 days or so.
Really?
So
It's good.
It hides
It's beautiful.
a multitude of strands under here.
I love it. Okay, so do you introduce us to everybody?
This is Kayla,
Kayla.
and this is Taylor, and this is Lisa. And actually, these two are actually stylists at the salon as well. They are doing double duty today.
Excellent. Well, everybody looks so beautiful. Whose look do you want to start with first?
Well, let's start with Lisa. We took Lisa. Actually, this is a perfect combo for you because you guys have such similar hair. Lisa wears her hair a lot like you do every day, so this is a really quick way to just get a holiday look. We moved her part, extreme part, over to the side, curled her hair back, and then one of my favorite things, I actually found it on Pinterest, is making like a zigzaggy little bobby pin skirt. Yeah, it's just bobby pins.
I thought it was a clip.
Yeah,
like a special beret.
It's a bunch of bobby pins. You can do like a chevron pattern, hashtag pattern, whatever you want.
Pinterest.
I know, obsessed. Yeah,
so cute.
That's neat. Would you do something like
that? Yeah, completely, because I could just do that from home.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have to go buy something special.
DIY. And super last minute too. You can come home from work, move your part, throw some bobby pins in there.
Very, very
I did from afar. I thought it was a clip. I mean, it's good either way. Whether you could do it with a clip too.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yep. And as far as hair accessories are concerned, I mean, there's a million. You could put a hairband in there, whatever.
That extreme part, is that a trend right now, or you just did it to be special for the holiday?
Yeah, it just kind of like sexies it up a little bit.
Ooh,
you know?
That's exactly what I was thinking. And her makeup is beautiful.
Yeah, Patricia, she rocked her makeup out. We've got a little bit of a smoky eye. That's pretty classic for going out and getting a little festive in there. Yeah.
Very pretty. Moving on.
This is Taylor.
I love this.
Yeah, Taylor's, I mean, her hair color, she's rocking that ombre, which is so trendy right now. Having it down, we actually moved her part into the middle, so actually working with parts can give you a different look for the night.
Because you just feel different.
So bohemian, like a little more bohemian.
Very
right?
boho, yeah. And all I did was like rope braid her hair back. I'll have you turn a little bit this way. And wrap some garland in there. It's just from Target.
Seriously.
So cute.
It's 2 pieces of garland, wrap it in there. It's a little bow in the back, and boom, you got New Year's Eve hair.
So you just braided it in there, or did you do a braid and then wrap it around?
Both, yeah. You just I just wrapped it around the rope braid.
Okay. And how do you get these curls? Like in Monica too. How do you do that?
It's all about working your curling iron and actually putting the curling iron up a little bit farther in your hair shaft instead of starting at the bottom and rolling up. You're going to put your curling iron in up here and roll it around. Some people wrap it too. You can have like the curling wands. You can wrap it around there, but you can just do it with a regular curling iron too.
It's really pretty. Would you do that?
I like I clip it up here and then work it down. I don't wrap it, but like I let a little bit out as I go down. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah. You start up here and then you start. Got it.
And I always go away from my face.
Yeah. Yep. You can totally tell when someone's gone this way. It just kind of closes you up.
You don't want to do that.
Open you up.
But you don't want it to look too Farrah Fawcett-y either. So you be careful in the front.
Yeah.
Right. At least that's what I do.
No, well, I liked Farrah Fawcett. I'm aging myself right now. Let's look at her makeup too and her eyes. Can you close your eyes? I mean, that's a festive look.
Patricia did this awesome silver sparkly lid with a little bit of a smoky crease. New Year's Eve is a time to bust out your lashes. It's a little like Halloween, where kind of anything goes.
Okay.
You know, you kind of want to vamp up your look. So we put some falsies on her, a full set, to be a little bit more dramatic. And then, her silvery lids.
And for someone who like me, who doesn't wear the fancy eyelashes, I would feel comfortable doing it on New Year's Eve.
Yeah. New Year's Eve and Halloween. Those
and they have really natural ones out now. Like even just at Target.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Will you help me with that someday?
Okay. You just got to be careful with the glue. I don't know if I'm the greatest at other people's, but we'll see. Okay. We'll do it like a couple hours ahead.
That's totally fine. Okay, so pretty. And then our third look here.
This is Kayla, and we just did a real simple updo. Braids are very, very in and trending.
Okay, we're going to have you turn a little
bit. This way. So we just pinned it up, curled it, pinned it up, and then took 2 braids from the side and wrapped it around. This one's great.
It looks very complicated.
But it is, but it isn't. You could just kind of blindly throw your hair back there, and as long as you wrap it with the braids, you're like, oh yeah, I got a do.
Oh,
just throw the braids in there.
And then it looks like, it is a do.
Yeah.
It's a do.
And this one's super age appropriate for anybody.
Okay.
You know?
Or we can call you guys and have you do it.
Or you know, exactly. You're scaring me with the glue now, so I think I might just call Caroline. And then the tendrils going down.
Yeah,
do you still call them tendrils?
Tendrils. I think we should. I think we should still call them tendrils. These tendrils, they just kind of keep it a little bit casual.
And then there's a little
little
lift in there.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. There's a lot of us that still love that 80s poof. You got to get that volume.
We did it well into the 90s, if I remember correctly. And then her makeup.
Kayla is rocking a really strong lip. So we kind of kept it simple on her eyes. Again, she's got the lashes, but that deep berry, a real signature lip color, kind of pulls it all together. Basically, this is like all about, I'm looking for that New Year's Eve kiss. Smooch it right here.
A little more romantic look.
Right.
Bohemian.
Yeah, boho, romantic.
Like sexy.
Kitten. Like a little, Just a little kitten.
Okay, now I'm speechless. You ladies look so beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, thanks for having me.
Yeah, a Mint Salon in Green Bay, if you want to book an appointment and have the experts do this for you. But very festive for the new year. Now we've decorated ourselves. Now it's time to decorate the home. If you're having people over, we have some great ideas coming up from Nicole from Pedal Pusher. She's back with a great idea when the better half returns. We have a very festive way for you to ring in the new year with the decorating that you're going to do when you have your guests come over. Nicole is here from Paddle Pusher. Welcome back.
Thank you. Good morning.
And this looks really easy.
It is.
I mean, it doesn't look easy, but when you described it, I think we can all do it.
Oh,
but it doesn't look, I mean, it looks fancy.
We want it to look sophisticated, elegant, a little fun. I mean, New Year's is about champagne and cocktails and bubbles and gems and stuff, so we're kind of taking that as our inspiration.
And you haven't said, oh, I like this idea.
Like this idea. It's very cool. So we've got two different looks using the same containers for each, but just two different spins on them. So we've got these oversized martini glasses.
Okay.
Any sort of large glass vessel works great, something you might already have.
Oh, I thought we were getting cocktails. This is
Well,
not
that would be
cocktails.
another I was thinking too. I was like, oh, that's a nice cocktail.
I mean, there is ginger ale here. It's a good starter.
So this is going to be our champagne-themed version.
Okay.
And we want to save the real champagne for toasting and drinking and enjoying. So we're going to do a little mock champagne in the vase here.
Excellent.
So what we're going to do is pour in a little bit of ginger ale.
All right, I'll let you. Sure. We picked
got it
Kevin and
open
Alyssa
already.
for this segment because they're our crafty ones.
Well, thank you.
How much do you do?
About 2/3 of the way.
Okay.
Are you having a New Year's?
We're trying
Party?
to plan something. I'm hoping to, actually.
Well, now you know what to do.
It's in the works.
I think this is very heaven.
All right.
Yes. Yeah.
And
Very.
then we're going to top that off with just a little bit of club soda, which I pre-opened, so I promise it will not explode on you.
Just for color?
For a little, we want to soften the color a little bit, and that's going to help give a little bit more bubble, because you want this to kind of keep bubbling all night. So exactly. So
Add a little bit more.
Because you don't want the ginger ale to go flat. You need to add a little more
Exactly.
bubbly.
So you can see how we've got that little fizz already happening on there.
Smells delicious.
And
Looks
then we're
good
going to do
too.
this with floating blossoms.
Okay.
So super simple. You don't need to be a floral designer to accomplish this. We're just
Okay.
going to pinch those off.
Oh,
It's very modern looking.
Yes, it
Yep.
is.
Super simple.
I think floating centerpieces are always very pretty
Yeah.
and elegant.
And there's movement.
There's movement, exactly, particularly with the bubbles. It's going to keep everything kind of like spinning around in there.
Okay.
And then we've got in here some of those little glass bubbles, which
These
is
are
going to...
very pretty.
Yep, so that just adds a little bit more reflection
I
and
love
shine to
it.
it. And then a few pearls. So it just makes it a little more sophisticated, and it's literally just dropping in little handfuls of things.
I know, it's kind of fun.
Yeah, so you can do this. No problem. And then to add a little bit, I hope I didn't drop that in too much.
Nope.
I'm not sure if it'll
That's
light or
awesome.
not, but we'll see. We've got our floating candle in there, which it might go.
And like you said, you can get all this stuff like at a grocery store.
Here, I'll work on that.
Okay. Well, we'll get going on the other look
Okay.
over here while we work on that one. So this one is kind of the similar vase, but we're going to do more of a snow and winter theme. It's less about holiday, but more about winter. So this is actually a product we sell at Paddle Pusher, so you're going to make snow.
All right.
So I've got some water in here already, and then we are just going to add in a little tablespoon of these little snow crystals. And all you have to do is just drop that in, and then you get to stir.
Okay.
So they're going to soak up the water, and it's going to fluff up over time. And as that starts to develop, this is a great item too, because this is something that you could actually put together ahead of time and have going earlier, because it lasts for weeks.
Oh.
So you could actually get this going. I'm going to pour a little bit more in there for you. And
Oh, it'll just last beyond your night?
Yep. Oh, yeah. It lasts for weeks. We'll have people that'll do this at the start of the season and just enjoy it all holiday season.
I need to invest in some.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So as you have it out, it will sometimes start to kind of dry out a little bit at the top. And then you just mist it with a little more water, and it fluffs right back up.
Gosh, that is crazy.
It was like a little science
That'd
experiment.
be really fun for something with your
It'd be fun
kids,
with your
even. I was gonna
kids.
say, you
It'd
can
be
use
really
this
fun
for
with
something with your
kids.
Is
Yep.
it safe around kids?
You want to make sure that they're not eating it or anything like that.
Right.
You also need to be very careful that this never goes down the drain.
Oh.
So when you
clogs it up?
exactly,
Does it expand so much?
right. So when it comes to the end of the season and you want to get rid of it, you do want to discard it in the trash,
Okay,
not
all right.
down the
It
drain.
looks like the snow in the sunshine.
Exactly, perfectly clean, sparkly. So then we're going to take our snow, and we're just going to pour a little bit of that into our container here. It's always a great idea to mix it in another container so you can see how it gets all stuck around the sides. You don't want that on your pretty vessel. So we've got that in there. And then we're just going to add a couple little ornaments because I mean it's past Christmas, but it's still about the sparkle and the
winter
shine.
wonderland.
Exactly. Tuck those in there. And then we're going to add a little bit of color with this gorgeous rose. That is called Moody Blues.
Moody Blues.
So it just adds a little color into it among the ornaments. And then the snow is doing all the work for you, holding everything in place.
It really is.
I like this.
And that's just a simple centerpiece that you can put together and have those lined up in series down the middle of a table.
Oh, and you had another candle.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
that
we
go
forgot
in
to
there?
leave room for our candle in there.
I'll let you give that one a try to see if you can get that one lit.
Make some room there.
We had this one lit for a minute. But
but the ginger ale got the best of it, huh?
You get the
Yeah, you got to be careful when you
put
dump
it
it in
in.
there. But the bubbles are still going. It's just really lovely.
This definitely says
There we
New Year's.
go.
Oh, that's
That's really pretty.
Yep, and the snow will actually provide just a little bit of moisture for the roses. They will not last forever like this. So if this is something you're going to do for your New Year's table, you don't want to do it too far in advance.
Okay.
Put the flowers out at the last minute.
Exactly.
If
You could get everything
Okay.
else ready to go. I mean, and it literally takes seconds to just break the heads off and drop those in there.
And you could tailor that to whatever your decor is too.
Right.
Yep, and because this lasts such a long time, you could actually have this snow ready, use it with evergreens, reds, burgundies for the holidays. Take all of that product out,
Yeah.
fluff it up with a little added water, and then switch it over to like silver and lavender. For
Okay, and then when the Packers are in the playoffs, you just paint it all the green and gold, and it'll last through that too. Nicole, thank you so much. Great ideas. I want to know which one is your favorite. I think I do.
actually really like this one. This is
that seems like heaven.
I'm probably going to make that.
And that one with the roses.
I love pink roses. Those are like favorite, so I'll take this one and you can have that one.
It's like Nicole knew
Yes.
which one should do which version of
definitely
it. Pedal Pusher, downtown Green Bay is where you'll find Nicole. Thanks again. Happy New Year. Now it's time for cocktails. We're going to take the glass side down and put some real spirits on the inside. That's coming up on the Better Half. It's about to get really festive on the Better Half, right, Rosie?
Yes.
Yeah, it's time for some cocktails, a fun way to ring in the new year. And Kyle Thomas is here from Door County Distillery. You're the master distiller.
Yes.
Well, nice to have you on the show.
It's nice to be here.
What is the Door County Distillery? Give us a little history of the place.
We've been open for about 4 years now, and we've got about 10 different products. We try to do the most premium products we can because we're doing small batch distillation. All the big manufacturers are running quite a lot of alcohol at one thing. We've got 100-gallon pots still.
Oh, okay.
So we're doing very small batches and trying to keep the alcohol as premium as possible.
What are some of your best sellers?
We've got a single malt whiskey, which has been excellent for us. Unfortunately, can't keep a lot of that in stock because we have to age it for 2 years, and it is very good.
Okay.
So since we've only been open for 4, we can only make so much, and people just love it, and we're always selling out.
And people heading up to Door County, is there tastings? Is there a tour?
Yep, yeah, we've got a whole distillery set up, glass windows to look down in the production area and stuff down there. And yeah, they just stop in, free samples, and
We need a tour.
check it out.
We get free samples today, Rosie. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so we have
Show us
3
what you
fun
got.
cocktails, and you're going to start over here.
Yeah, the first one I was going to make would be a whiskey Manhattan. So I'm going to put in 3 ounces of our single malt Door County Distillery whiskey.
Okay.
This has got the nice little pour top, so it tells you when to stop.
I'm such a girl. The display is so cute.
I know. I like the label, right?
Yes, the label's nice.
And that, I need a spout like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we've got the
cool.
Cherry Bluff Infusion. We use this for like old fashions. I'm going to use it today as a sweet vermouth. And you can actually use it for anything you'd like to enhance your drinks. It's got a really nice cherry flavor.
So this is going to kind of make it a little more festive.
A little bit festive. Yep,
Yeah.
kind of bring out a little fruit and fun for the
Let's do it.
new year.
Sounds good.
Then you just put in about an ounce of that and top it off.
Okay.
And then you can garnish it with whatever you would like. Today I have cherries here, so I'm going to garnish it with a little cherry.
And what do you call this one again?
That is a whiskey Manhattan.
Very good. With your special cherry
Bluff infusion.
So when you're not in New York, you could just make this at home.
Yeah.
Yep, right?
And Rosie likes the cherries.
Yes.
Okay, I'll take a sip of that, but didn't it look strong?
Yeah.
So I think maybe we should get through the segment first. Rosie, what's in front of Rosie? What are you making there?
Rosie's got a coffee liquor, a cream liquor, and then some Door County Distillery vodka. And she's going to be making a blind Russian.
Oh, okay.
So-
All right, why don't you make it for us, Kyle?
Okay. So it's going to be 2 ounces of the Door County Distillery vodka.
Okay.
That pour doesn't stop.
We really need to get one of those.
And then we do 1 ounce of Kahlua.
That's one of my favorites.
Makes every drink better.
Doesn't it? I'm glad you said that. And then this is unique. I mean, this is very fun for the holidays, right?
Yep. Oh, yeah. Everybody likes this. And Bailey's actually comes out with a couple different flavors of Bailey's now. So I'm going to use the chocolate mint today. Just to top this one off.
Ooh.
That looks delicious.
And that one I'm going to enhance by using a little candy cane for the garnish.
Oh, look at
it kind
that.
of fell in there,
I'm going to reach into there so that we can see what it looks like. Oh, it won't hook.
Oh, I know.
Oh, I know. Okay, we're going to let it in there. Rosie, we might have to make you a new one because I just touched it. But take a look at the layers in there.
I think it's gorgeous.
That's really cool. Okay, we'll stir that one up. I'm going to give this one a taste, and I'm going to let you taste the next one, Rosie, okay? Look at that. Can I just try that?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
That's delicious.
Excellent.
Kyle, you can come back anytime.
All right, I'll be back.
All right. It's probably a better idea that I did that one and not that one. Okay, so now we have one more cocktail for you.
One more. I'm going to do a chocolate cherry martini.
See, I think that says Rosie.
That one says
cherry
Rosie?
martini.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so how do you make that one?
So I'm actually going to start. I'm going to take a little bit of chocolate and kind of drizzle it in the glass.
Okay.
A little bit like that. And I'm going to use a shaker for this one. So I'm just going to take a scoop of ice.
Are you guys open year-round up in Door County?
We are open year-round, yep.
I'm going to do a women's trip.
Yeah, anytime. Come on up. So this one's a martini. So I'm actually going to do 4 parts of the Door County cherry brandy.
When visitors come in there, I know when they're up in Door County, they know about cherries and they look for different cherry products. Does this become a big seller then, and when it says cherry right there on the label?
Yeah, everybody always wants the cherry themed stuff.
Yeah.
Just because they're in Door County, we're like the biggest producing of cherry. So they really like that one. Yep. And then I'm going to use about a ½ ounce of maraschino cherry juice. And just a dab of chocolate in there.
Excellent.
Party in there.
Oh, we're shaking this one up.
This one's going to get shaken. Yep. So I'll put the cap on here. Just a little shake.
I like that. That's cute. That's a neat touch.
And then we just pour him right in the top here.
Oh, that's so pretty. I like the coloring.
Oh, yeah. That is very festive.
And that one also gets garnished with just a little cherry or whatever your favorite garnish is.
Fantastic. Okay, so let's go through them again. This is your chocolate cherry martini.
Chocolate cherry martini, yep.
This was the original, the first one.
Whiskey Manhattan.
With a special cherry bluff
infusion.
Yep. Okay, we're going to line them up here so you can see them. I mean, really, they only have a couple ingredients each.
Yeah, they're very simple, very special drinks.
And then there's that one. What did you
Which is the Blind Russian.
I'd leave that there, but I think I have to try it again. Make sure it's okay.
I think that's beautiful. I think it's a good idea. It's quick, it's easy, it's a great way to entertain. So
yeah, they're simple. You know, you only need a couple products for your house party or wherever. Most bars carry most of the alcohol anyway, so they can come up with something for you.
Well, cheers, Kyle. Thank you so much. This is great. And yeah, I mean, sometimes it's nice to have a big like punch bowl filled with a cocktail so that you don't have to think about it. But to make these, to mix them up individually, it's really kind of formal and fun.
Yeah. Yep, they're definitely classy drinks, you know, a little on the high-end fancy.
Well, look for Kyle. Yeah. Kyle Thomas, the master distiller from Door County Distillery, up in Door County. Whereabouts up there?
Carlsville, just about 5 miles north of Sturgeon Bay.
All right. Well, thanks again.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah,
cheers to you. We've got more recipes and a lot of fun straight ahead on The Better Half. Welcome back, everyone. I don't know about you, Heaven, but this is new for me. I haven't had one of these
I haven't
before.
either.
And Steve is back from Johnsonville with, what are you making here?
Well, we're making 2 recipes today. We're going to start off with the Johnsonville Party Meatball and sausage balls.
I've had those.
Okay.
Never had sausage
So,
balls.
yeah, the sausage balls are actually they're the #1 searched recipe on the internet throughout the holiday season. So super popular in the Southeast, and you know, they're kind of migrating their way up here. But they're fantastic, super poppable, kid-friendly, great taste.
Awesome! Can't wait to try it. I think Monica was saying that she knows all about them. Yeah. All right, so let's get started on which one do you want to do first?
We're going to start with the frozen meatballs here, Johnsonville frozen meatballs. We're going to do the party meatballs.
Oh, they're all ready to go for you, kind of.
So they are. They're already done. So they're in the frozen section of the store, and they're pre-cooked and ready to go. We've got 3 different flavors. We have a home style, an Italian, and a 3 cheese.
And what are we using today?
We're going to be using the Italian in the recipe.
All right.
So if you want to just go ahead and open that bag. Again, this is kind of depends on what kind of holiday party you're having. If you have some time ahead and you want to take some extra time, sausage balls could be a good fit for that. If you're running short for time, these things are super fast and easy.
And they're already pre-cooked in it, right? Because I can see the brown mark, you know, the marks on them that they've been cooked.
They're all already pre-cooked.
Come on out, buddy. Don't cook me. Okay.
There we go.
There we go.
Yep, and then again, very simple. It's just 1 can of the jellied cranberry sauce. And the other thing is, you know, on our website, johnsville.com, we have just so many different sauces that can go with this. We've got like a blueberry, a blackberry sauce, apricot, and an Asian-inspired sauce too.
And a can of cranberries.
And
That's a unique way to use it.
And then some chili sauce there too. Go ahead and turn her down.
Yep.
There we go.
I'll pull it off for just a minute.
I know it's always weird to get it started. There it goes.
A little sweet, a little spicy in
Absolutely, definitely. And that's just going to work together for about 15 minutes. We'll put it kind of on medium low to low.
Okay.
And cover it and just let it simmer.
Look at
the other
that,
great
how
thing about
easy
this
that was.
is if you'd rather just do it in a crock pot, works perfect in crock pot too. You mix it just like we just showed you here, and then about 4 hours in the crock pot.
Perfect.
I can do that.
Yeah.
I've kind of done some of that kind of recipe before.
Absolutely.
The meatballs and crock pot.
Yeah, and if you're, I've heard people will also substitute grape jelly instead of the cranberry sauce too. So it kind of is very customizable if you have something you like, but you get that sweet kind of savory thing going again.
Yeah. And then just a jar, a can, and your bag of meatballs.
And a bag of meatballs, right? And you know, in my house, I know we have several bags of meatballs for this sort of thing, and then pasta night too.
Yeah.
Meatballs are super easy. Just throw in a pasta sauce like you would this too.
And you have unexpected guests, and you have all that in your pantry and your freezer already. You're still good to go. Now there it is, the final. Well, those are the bags, the different flavors, and that's what it looks like when it's done. Does it matter if you do it on stovetop or in the slow cooker?
It doesn't. It's kind of really all up to you and what your holiday entertaining situation is turning out to be. I know this time of year there's a lot of drop-bys and things like that.
A lot of drop-bys,
that's what I'm talking about. That'd be perfect.
So this is perfect for that.
I love it. And you know what? I'm not a fan of the canned cranberry, but turning it into a sauce like that.
In the sauce, it tastes completely different, I think, than here. Because I like it with meatballs personally, and I usually not a fan of it. So
and here, and here in Wisconsin, we love our cranberries. So
that we do.
I'm a big fan of this recipe. Okay, so we'll let those stand.
That'll just go.
For a little bit.
They'll stand. Those will just stand just like that.
Should I cover them?
Yeah, we'll cover it for about 15 minutes or so, and then they'll be ready to go nice and warm.
Very good. Okay.
So the next thing we'll move on to the sausage balls. And so these are really unique.
You said Southeast. They're popular in the
Popular in the South and the Southeast area. And they've kind of, you know, the internet and everybody, all ideas are starting to come out on Pinterest and things like that. So they're getting a lot more national exposure now. So Johnsonville thought, you know, it'd be a good idea to kind of put our own unique twist on sausage balls. So what we've done, our recipe actually calls for Italian sausage. In this recipe specifically, it's the hot Johnsonville Italian sausage. So we're using the Johnsonville all-natural ground Italian sausage. The hot, as I mentioned, but if you're not so much into heat, you can always use the mild too. No real difference there. You know, in terms of the overall flavor of the dish, the heat, hot's just going to have a little more kick, obviously. So what we've done here is we've already pre-browned it, cooked it, and we're just going to dump it into the bowl here. And one of the differences of this recipe versus some of the other ones that are out there is some of the other ones don't cook the sausage ahead of time. It relies on the baking process to cook it, and the texture is just a little different.
I was going to say, I think the texture would be softer.
Yeah, it's a little mushier. These hold together really nicely.
So cook your meat first.
Cook the meat first, absolutely, definitely. And this recipe kind of spells that out. The rest of it is just a dump and go, really. So you know, you can have at it. Cheese, onions. Again, if you're not into onions, you can leave them out. Same thing with mushrooms, or you can, you know, put anything else. If you like
mushrooms right there?
Right, mushrooms. If you like green peppers, red peppers, or green onions, anything.
Experiment a little and find out what your family likes.
This is actually baking mix. Like you'd find like a biscuit baking mix or that sort of thing, and then milk. And then the next step is basically just go to town mixing.
Go to town, Kevin.
Going to town. I just spilled the milk, so hopefully I keep this in the bowl.
Here.
And that'll basically just, you know, kind of form up into a you know, just a general kind of mixture as you're seeing here. And then what we're going to do is, if you have one of these,
they're so handy.
A cookie baller,
yeah,
a cookie scoop, it makes it really easy to kind of get consistent.
My kids think those are ice cream scoops, regardless of the size of it.
I need more for ice cream.
You
know, I need more for that. That's looking really good. Looking really good.
Very good. Okay.
So then what we're going to do is we take the cookie scoop, if you want to do it too.
Sure.
Perfect. Just grab it in there and pack as much as you can. Pack it up against the side. There you go. And then you can hit the lever into your hand, and then just kind of roll it into a little ball.
So for sizing purposes, that helps you.
It does help to kind of keep it consistent.
I don't know if my ball.
And then we'll just put the ball. There you go. The rest of it. That one's maybe a little bit bigger than the other ones, but it's all good. You know, take another one like this, and just like that.
Okay.
And
I've never used one of these gadgets, so.
Oh yeah, no, they're
well,
good.
You know, it's a first time. It's TV.
Absolutely, yeah, sure. So then we just keep going.
And then they go into the oven for.
They go into the oven at 350
for
about 15-20 minutes or so until they start to get kind of golden
Browned
brown
over.
and nice.
Let me try this again.
Okay.
So what threw me was that biscuit mix in there.
Right.
That was unique.
Right, that is unique. And like you know, the Italian sausage is kind of unique. The biscuit mix is unique, and like I said, we wanted to put our own spin on this kind of a holiday favorite.
And this is what they look like when they're all out of the oven. How much time in there did you say?
15 to 20 minutes, just till they'll start to brown. So depending on your oven.
And they look fantastic. So the recipes
you just pop them in your mouth.
Well, I could. Well, let's just do that. Well, you might want to wash your hands first. Yeah. The girls are in. We're gonna. I'll try these meatballs and the sausage balls. Johnsonville.com. The recipes are there.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really cool
I would
recipe.
shake your hand, but you know.
Yeah, no. I'm just gonna pop one of these into my mouth, and we'll be right back. You're watching The Better Half. Steve, thank you so much for the food.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
For the food, the decor, the cocktails, the festive hair. We're ready for a party. And this is it for our season. Ladies, thank you so much, Rosie and Heaven, for being here every week, and Alyssa and Monica.
Thank you.
Best wishes to all of you in the new year. Any final thoughts for our viewers?
We will miss you.
And we're seriously so appreciative of all your support. It means everything to us.
We thank you for tuning in. We thank you for trying our recipes. And we just thank you for showing your support.
Yeah, and hanging with us every week.
Yep.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Oh, Monica, what do you think of the sausage ball?
I love it.
Excellent. Okay, good.
And I need you some.
Thank you so much, and thank you. See you next season on The Better Half.